Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. How's everybody doing this Thursday morning? I have hope that today we're going to actually get through a video without any walkaways, but you know me, we'll see how that all plays out. Let's give it a minute and see for everybody to log on. If not, I know they'll always catch it on the replay. How's your week going so far? It's actually kind of fallish outside today. It's about 39, well, it was 39 degrees when I came into the studio. So it was a little chilly, but that's okay. I don't mind chilly. You can always put something on and get warm. You just never can take enough off. I'm trying to make sure I can see what I'm doing over here. And maybe I can see comments when somebody logs in and says hello. Anyway, we're playing with the Paper Pumpkin kit again. It's this month's Paper Pumpkin. And let's see. These are two more alternates. I actually created two other ones yesterday. I'll do blog posts later on those, but these were my two favorites. So let me give you this one. Well, this is just your basic card, but I thought it was kind of elegant. It's sweet and simple. You open the inside, there's the inside. This one is a gift card holder. And I know next month's kit is going to be all about gift card holders. And what's funny to me is we have cards in this one, and I'm creating gift card holders. Next month's is all about gift card holders, and I know I'll be making cards out of it. So I thought that was kind of funny. So anyway, this is what I created for a gift card holder. Isn't that cute? And it's really simple too. It looks a little more difficult than it is. So we'll go over that in a minute. I'll give you all of the measurements for what we're doing today. So for the card, the base is in thick whisper white, and it's cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. I have two pieces of Just Jade at 4 inches by 5 1/4, one for the outside, one for the in, and two pieces of Whisper White, 3 3/4 by 5, and then one of them is embossed, and it's embossed with the Winter Snow embossing folder. Let's see if you can see that. It's kind of hard for me to see it on my phone, but there it is. And then when we get to the gift card holder, you're going to take one of your card bases. Now, I don't know if it was just my kit or if all of them were that way, but the card bases were a little bit off. They are like 1/8 of an inch short all the way around. So I ended up, your 4 1/8 was the middle score that was already there. So I scored it at 2 7/8 and also at 5 3/8 on either side. And then the belly band is created with a 1 inch by 11 inch strip of early espresso. And then I had a scrap piece of cherry cobbler that I die cut with the largest square from the Stitch Shapes. Hi Janine, how are you? So we're just getting started. I was just showing them the little gift card holder that I created out of a card base. So when you got yours, did you measure the card bases? Because mine were a little off. But, you know, we just go with it. We work with what we got. So let's get started. We'll start with the elegant card first. We'll leave this out because I know I'll be using it. And let's see here. We really only need the Merry Christmas, the flower stamp, and that inside sentiment. And then let's see, I've got everything here except for the card kit, right? I've got it over. I tried to be very organized today, so bear with me. We'll start by stamping the envelope because we don't want any naked envelopes. I'll put this aside here. And I'm using Just Jade. Just Jade was the ink spot that came in the kit, but I'm using my larger one. I saved my small ones for extras in class, that type of thing. So I'm just going to stamp, and I have my Stampin' Pierce mat here, since this is a photopolymer stamp set. Just gives it a better image when you stamp with it. And I'm just going to stamp that image right there. I love that flower. I can see that coming or stamping in a lot of birthday cards and stuff. So that one's done. So we'll put this card together. Let's stamp the sentiment on, it's actually on one of the tags that's in the kit. Got it right here. There's that. And then here's the tag and one of those flags. I love that gold foil. So we'll stamp our sentiment that's supposed to go on the front. I'm going to stamp it right there. I really like this color too, by the way. It's not a in-your-face type of green. It's very subtle. Hi Ruby, I see you're here. So your card bases were a little off too, right? Okay, good, it wasn't just me. Now I don't know if that was the whole thought process behind it or if there was just some kind of an issue with their machine, who knows. But we learned to go with it. So now we're gonna ink up the inside sentiment and stamp that. And then that's all the stamping we got going on here. This one's a real quick and easy card. We'll glue him to the inside layer. Whoops. And to one of our Just Jade layers. And again, this was our Thick Whisper White. Him to the inside, maybe just like so. And then our other two layers. I just really like the white embossed with that snowflake. Can you see it? Maybe because it's sent to other countries. That could be, Ruby. That could very well be it. I missed it if they mentioned that. For the difference in the sizes, but that's okay. It worked out well with everything I've used so far. I always cut the card bases anyway. I always have, even with regular size ones. Just being a rebel like that, I guess. Okay, we're going to glue this to the front, like so. And then this guy, we're just going to glue right to that foil. Try and center it as best I can. We are on camera, so it probably won't be very centered. And then we're going to add dimensionals to him, just like so. I like that they gave us a full sheet of dimensionals. Did I mention I like dimensionals? Those and rhinestones. Okay, so we'll get him at the bottom of the card. Oops, oops. Okay, now we're going to use the flower image. Isn't it pretty, the way they colored it? More dimensionals. And we'll stick him down here. Could be the person who set these up reads a ruler with as much accuracy. Yeah, I'm not real good with math anyway. That's all I'm going to say to that. Now we're going to add some of my favorite holiday rhinestones. Not that you've heard that before, right? So we're going to put one of the big, I know it's supposed to be Mary Merlot, but it sure goes well with Cherry Cobbler. I'm going to add one of these little bitty ones to the eye in Merry Christmas. And you just have to use some of these green ones. I'm going to stick them in between the snowflakes on the flat part. And see how quick this card comes together? Don't you like quick and easy? Ha, I do. Okay, so the first project's done. Let's clean that up a little bit. Turned out pretty cute, huh? I like it. I wish we could order some more of those die cuts. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, now on to our gift card holder. So get out one of your card bases And like I said, it's an 1/8 of an inch short on all sides on mine. So your middle score line is going to be at 4 1/8. So with that thought in mind, I went ahead and scored it. Gotta check my notes so I don't give you the wrong numbers again. 2 7/8 and 5 3/8. Now when you get to my blog post today, I will have measurements for a regular 8.5 by 5.5 inch card too, so that you can do it with other card bases. So basically, once you've got your score lines in there, you're going to fold the card inside out and then fold these guys up, okay, just like that. Now you can punch out the middle now. I'm going to glue mine together first before I do that, and I'm going to use some of the Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm just going to run it at the edges. You have to be careful not to get too much glue in the middle because you don't want to close up the gift card holder so that you can't get the card in there. I'm just going to glue that down like that. Now you take your classic label punch and you're going to line it up right at that point. So it's only going to punch half of that classic label, and I'm probably about 3/4 of an inch from the edge. And you're going to punch. Move that over, and you'll probably make it just to about 3/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit more from the other edge. Make sure you're on that halfway mark. Make sure I got everything in there. And punch. So it's not even on both sides, but hey, it's handmade, right? Okay. So that's the base for your card base holder, or for your gift card holder. Put him down. Now we'll stamp the inside sentiment. And you could do this for a birthday card. You wouldn't have to necessarily make this a Christmas card gift holder, but that's what I'm going with since I'm using everything from the kit. So I'm just going to stamp the Merry Christmas here, down on the corner. Okay, looks like my early espresso needs some ink. So we'll let him dry a little bit. Now we'll make our, wreath, there we go. And we're going to bring back out our Just Jade, and going to use the wreath stamp. And I know some people have had a hard time lining this up. I found it easier to pop it out of the, whatever you want to call that, and I inked up my stamp, and then, okay, so you can see where those ridges are. I kind of lined up my stamp to meet up with those ridges. Hopefully I've got this centered. It's hard when you got the camera right in your face. Not too bad. Okay, so that part's done. And then I'm going to adhere him with, oh, I forgot to show you how to do this part too. But this goes on with dimensional, so we'll do that first. And you're just going to add them on here like so. And put him on the square. This is the largest stitch square from the Stitch Shapes dies. Okay, so I took a piece, this is just a scrap, it's 1 inch by 11, and I laid it down. Let's do this, it's probably easier this way. Laid him down so that I kind of got the middle of the strip, and I just folded him over. Now if there's somebody out there that wants score marks, have at her. You could always measure it and score it that way. But I'm not quite that fanatical about it. So then I took another one of our, oh, we're going to need these guys. I used the Gilded Gems. Let's see, I'm going to get another one of my, tell me I used all of them. Looking. Wouldn't that be a hoot? I did. I used all my flags already. Oh, goodness. Well, we're just going to go on the fly here. And let's see what we can do here. Let's use one of the words. Probably won't be as strong as one of those flags. Let's see. I know what we're going to do. We're going to glue him on like that. Okay, I got it. Now this is really what you call on the fly. Okay, so we're just going to add some of this strong adhesive here. And make sure we're straight. Are we straight? Probably not. You can probably see better than I can here. Straighten them up a little bit. So if you haven't used all of your flags yet, you could glue that on. Got a little bit of adhesive there. We'll take care of that in a minute. You just glue the flag like this over the brown, and then this goes on top of it. Add some more adhesive here. And then it creates the belly band when you have enough pieces. So if you don't have them, you can do it just like that. Okay, so now we're going to stamp the sentiment little label. I know I have some of those. And you notice I didn't use any twine on either one of these. I'm hoarding that twine because I don't want to use it all yet, because I want to make a couple of scrapbook pages. So we're going to stamp the "To You and Yours," and we'll attach him. Let's see what I do with my Pierce mat. Here we go. I'll stamp him here. Yes, I definitely need to re-ink this pad. So we're going to stamp that right there. And we'll add another dimensional in the middle so that it sits flush with the wreath. And I'm going to put it at an angle, like that. Next we're going to add some of the gold gilded gems. Is that what they're called? It was to help bring in some more of the gold from the flag, but this will pick up the gold in the gift card holder. And there we go. We're done. Just like, oh, it stuck to my finger rather than the wreath. Here we go. Okay, we're done. And we averted a catastrophe. You know, I forgot one of those flags. I walk away. So, woohoo! Ah, bless her heart. And actually, this will fit in one of our regular envelopes, too. So, there you go. Oh, I used the holiday rhinestones on this one. And this is the gold, the gilded gem. So, you can see the difference there. Choose whichever one you like. You could also create your own flags with that new flag duo punch, whatever that new one is, the banners flag punch, and then with some of our gold foil, and you'd be good to go. So there you go. Not too painful today, huh? Goodness gracious. When we get done here, I'm going to finish up the blog post. I'll have links to back to this video, and from the video back to my blog post. It'll have all the measurements on the cards and the gift card holder. I thank you for stopping by and spending time with me. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Remember, we have to turn our clocks back on Saturday. So what we have a full moon, turn our clocks back, Halloween, oh, and we had a hurricane in the mix too, so this is quite the week, isn't it? Maybe it'll reopen up that portal that the one at springtime opened and get rid of all the chaos that's going on in our country. Have a great rest of your week, and I will catch you later. Bye.